Thanks for joining us tonight for the EA Sports Live broadcast, EA MMA. Brian Fritz alongside Dickerman as we get set to begin Rise to Greatness.
What a night of fights. We got a huge load of matches tonight. We're going to start it out with 4 fights, Fritz. Our first matchup, a Master Blue Belt in the Grim Slayer taking on a Master Orange Belt in Mr. NRG.
Heavyweight division fight coming up later on tonight. Like you said, 3 more fights. Lightweight division, middleweight, light heavyweight. All the divisions on the display here in round 1 of the Rise to Greatness tournament as we try to find out who is the best of the best.
Yes, this is a big tournament lining up all the guys. We're here at round 1 tonight. We'll get things started with some heavyweight action with a couple of Master Belts.
And we take a closer look at these fighters. Grim Slayer taking on Mr. NRG, and you look at these two guys, and Grim Slayer, good health a little bit down when it comes to Mr. NRG, but other than that, you see guys pretty well-rounded, especially ground skills. Seems like that's going to go Mr. NRG's way.
Yeah, you look at these guys who are going to take it to the ground. Maybe not big submission masters, but certainly great ground control, certainly some great ground and pound down there. They're both Master Belts. Mr. Energy, an Orange Belt Master, and the Grim Slayer, a Blue Belt Master. So both these guys have tons of experience.
From England,
That is Mr. NRG.
in the red corner, from the United States.
There's the Grim Slayer representing MiddleEasy.com.
It does not get better than Lenny Hart being your announcer either. I mean, really, to come out to the ring with her announcing, what a deal.
I totally agree. And by the way, don't pay attention to some of the records because guys are using alternate accounts. Grim Slayer's here with over 1,000 wins. Mr. NRG has over 1,300 wins. Here we go. Grim Slayer taking on Mr. NRG to begin things here on Rise to Greatness.
How great are these guys when we start out our first match of the night, the Curtain Jerkers and their 2 Master Belts.
Gotta love that. By the way, don't forget, you can go to easportsmma.com. Join us in the chat room right here. Nick Lang manning the chat room tonight.
Nasty Nick Lang in the chat, punching away at the keyboard there. You see the Grim Slayer coming in. Couple of shots. These guys working the body early.
Like I said, don't pay attention to some of the records, especially when it comes to Mr. NRG. You know, Master Orange Belt, over 1,300 victories. Both these guys very experienced at this game.
Absolutely. Of course, you see ourselves. We're in the cage there. That means kicks and stomps are going to be legal here tonight. This tournament format, that's not a bad situation.
You can see some heavy hands there by Mr. NRG.
2 big guys. These are 2 big, strong, heavyweight fighters. They're the takedown. Mr. NRG gets him to the ground. He's in the guard. Happy to pick away at the body here.
And this is a guy that has won over 400 fights by submission.
Yeah, so you saw the submission numbers aren't high. That does not mean he can't pull off a submission. Just means he's not, you know, a submission master.
Good job so far by Grim Slayer, holding him down, not allowing NRG to advance position here.
NRG seems pretty content right there. Pound away from the guard. He has not attempted to pass as of yet.
Referee's going to stand him up.
Is that Yuji Shimada?
I believe so.
If it's not, then it's somebody else.
Good little combination there by Grim Slayer. And look at that, NRG fires back a couple nice body shots. Yeah, he's going to work on the body there, mixing it up.
Yeah, both these guys have got all the experience in this game. You know, obviously,
Big shot there by NRG.
NRG feels there's definite dividends paid by going and working away at that body early in the fight, taking down that stamina.
He is the bigger of the 2 guys. I'm not saying Grim Slayer doesn't have any power, but you can see how huge NRG is.
Yeah, both these guys, I mean, almost 3,000 wins between the 2 of them. That's crazy to think. That many plays of this game. These guys have spent a lot of time mastering EA Sports MMA.
Another nice combination. NRG staying busy here. See Grim Slayer going for a clinch there, but NRG easily pushes him off.
NRG real happy to just wing away at the body. Headshots here or there. Definitely a feeling out process so far in this fight.
Sure.
This has been a wild matchup, unlike the matches you and I have that last maybe 14 seconds if we're lucky.
Very true.
There's no skill involved whatsoever. We figured after all this time we'd learn how to play better.
It can be tough, and I am amazed and in awe of some of the people and how good they've gotten at this game.
Oh, absolutely. Like these guys right here. I mean, just masterful.
Talk about two of the best that have ever played.
We're deciding right now. Oh,
Big shot right there to the body. Grimslayer stunned, and energy immediately takes him down.
As we talked about, those body shots playing dividends. You look at the body down there, and it is all red, and it is worn down to the Grimslayer.
You see that he's in side control here and trying to get full mount. He's got full mount here. Big shots laying down here. See what energy, can he finish the fight in this position?
Mr. Energy would love to get this win and advance in this tournament, the best of the best.
And you can see, look at that good move there by Grimslayer. Gets him in a half guard.
Proving why he is a master belt in this game. He's got all that experience. He's been in this position before. He's been in trouble before.
Still in a lot of trouble here. Energy goes back to side control.
Passes that half guard. Dominant position here. Will Energy look for a submission, or is he just going to be happy to pound away?
Still a long way to go here in this first round as we approach the 6-minute mark.
That's right, 10-minute rounds here.
And once again, full mount for NRG, trying to lay down some heavy shots.
Grimslayer's got to get out of this position. He's got to buck out or slip out the back door somehow.
A couple big right hands there. You can see the head stamina going down there for Grimslayer. He's in a lot of trouble here.
You don't want this big, powerful man on top of you pounding away at your skull.
A couple more of those and he could be done here. Big shot right there, and this fight is over.
That was it. He proved you wrong, Fritz, by doing one more and finishing the fight.
Just one more big shot, and that was all that was needed for Mr. NRG to come away with a victory.
Advancing in the tournament, Mr. NRG. He's got the orange belt master. Defends it here tonight, defeating the Grimslayer. Grimslayer looked good, but energy just too much for him. Bigger, stronger, and more powerful. Those are extra shots. Those are just bonuses. Referee not quick enough to jump in.
By knockout.
Impressive win there for Mr. NRG. Like you said, the bigger, stronger man. And he just got Grimslayer down in a bad position. He got full mount on him a couple times. That second time, he was able to land some huge shots and finish this one off.
Yeah, you get a big, strong guy like that on top of you. It's not long for this world if he can't escape that position.
Absolutely. You look at the numbers here, and just impressive strike numbers overall. 62 ground strikes, 38 standing strikes able to land, and just a big, strong guy laying down some bombs.
Yeah, Grimslayer looked good. He did well, but NRG, he was the stronger fighter tonight, and he became dominant. Ended up taking the victory, moving on in the tournament. Who's he going to face next? Going to find out a little later on tonight, I suppose.
Absolutely. So we'll move on to the second fight of the night here on Rise to Greatness, as now we move to the lightweight division, as we see Abstrakt Fist get set to take on Rabbit Hole.
Yeah, you're going to see names a little different if you're looking on your screen, but that fuck you up, that is actually our friend Abstrakt Fist, over 3,000 wins of all time, taking on Rabbit Hole. He's got over 1,300 of his own. Going to take a little look at Abstrakt and see, he's got a little hype for us here, Fritz. It's been a while since we've seen a hype vid. Kudos to Abstrakt Fist for putting that piece together for us. Very nice.
And like I said, don't pay attention to the records. A lot of times guys are using alternate accounts, but you can see the skills here. Very high ground skills for both fighters.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at the numbers for both guys, really high across the board. This is a very nice, even matchup. Abstrakt Fist, obviously, he has got the experience in this game. So if he's going to have any one thing that's really going to lead for him, it's that over 3,000 victories.
We have a black belt master taking on a blue belt master.
Corner, from the United States, Josh Wilson.
That is Rabbit Hole, a blue belt master with over 1,300 wins.
You know, up until this broadcast here tonight, the highest rank we had seen.
From the United States, Peter Payne.
I will not interrupt Lenny Hart. The highest rank we had seen was purple belt master, but right here, Abstrakt Fist, a black belt master, almost 4,000 fights in all.
Yeah, and 3,029 victories overall for one of the best of all time ever to play this game.
Fight!
Late weight action coming your way here. Abstrakt Fist taking on Rabbit Hole.
You're seeing a true legend in here with Abstrakt Fists.
Abstrakt wearing the red and white trunks.
You see the blue there for Rabbit Hole. He's using Josh Thompson. Abstrakt Fist, that number is insane. I wonder if he is the first one to reach black belt master level. I do not know, but this is the first one we have seen on the live broadcast.
I know there's very few people, if any, others that have ever acquired that status in this game.
So he has worked away at this game. Abstrakt Fist, of course, in the red and whites. You've got Rabbit Hole in the blue and whites.
And you can see already the skills of Abstrakt Fist coming to play when it comes to his striking ability, able to mix things up, and how quick he is. When we see lightweights here, and you're going to see plenty of action.
Abstrakt Fist there with the front kick.
And the other thing, too, that Abstrakt Fist does, see how he comes in and out. He's making sure he lands his punches, but he doesn't want to stand and trade. Gets in, gets out.
Masterful player, all that experience, all those fights this guy has done. He must have seen everything you possibly see inside EA Sports MMA.
At Rabbit Hole, you could see taking his time, feeling them out, trying to figure out exactly what game plan that he wants. You're talking about a guy with plenty of skills as well. Don't want to discount him with his, being a master blue belt. All it takes is one shot, one big moment. You can take advantage and get a victory.
You can imagine all the crew here at EA that worked on this game, building this game. They must be so proud to watch a guy like this that's mastered this game so well. And so many guys in the tournament tonight that have spent so much time learning this game and experience everything they put into this game.
Almost everybody you're going to see on this broadcast has already reached a master level. We're going to see a master red belt, green belt.
Holy moly, a master red belt?
Yes, master red belt.
Can't wait to see
Just
that.
get the information here, so
That's going to be our next fight, as a matter of fact.
that's why we say the best of the best on display here. And you can see right there, Abstrakt Fist once again opening up with some nice shots, mixing it up, changing levels, going upstairs and downstairs.
What an incredible job that has been done putting together this tournament, taking the best fighters of EA MMA and putting them all inside the ring. We will determine the best in every weight class as this tournament continues on.
Speaking of that, we do want to thank Ruptat for all his help, everything that he's done in putting together tonight's broadcast. He helped film the prelims, create the event banners, and coming up with the tournament names. So a special thank you to Ruptat for all his fine work.
Great work on this, Ruptat. Very impressive. I'm looking at all these fighters we have lined up tonight. This is incredible.
Oh, big shot right there by Rabbit Hole.
He has hurt the legend. He has damaged Abstrakt Fist. Now he's got the takedown. He's in full guard on top, looking to pass right away.
Let's see what he can do here as Abstrakt Fist is recovering there.
Almost like we saw with Fedor when he was defeated recently for the first couple of times.
And somebody is cut here. I think that's Rabbit Hole that's cut.
See the blood dripping down on the mat there. Right on top of the Clinch Gear logo.
Doesn't look like it's too big of a cut, but you can see a little bit something. Both guys very, very active here on the ground.
Seems like Abstrakt Fist has recovered at this point. He's holding him there in half guard. Has not attempted to recover full guard or stand back up, but he seems comfortable right now.
Rabbit Hole staying very, very busy here in this position.
Rabbit Hole on top in the blue using Josh Thompson.
You can see here with Abstrakt Fist, it turns it over, and now he's on top, trying to advance position, gets side control.
Right to side, immediately passes that half guard.
Trying to get gets full mount. Look at how smooth it is and just how easy he was able to transition to that position. And a big shot there, and Abstrakt Fist ends this fight.
That is why he is the legend. He immediately got dominant position and immediately finished his opponent just like that. What a finish by Abstrakt Fist there.
Just one moment, it looks like he's in trouble and he's down on the ground. Another minute, he's on top, immediately gets into full mount and ends the fight right there with a huge left hand.
You saw that years ago, Fedor Emelianenko taking on Kevin Randleman. He got dropped on his skull. Seconds later, he finishes his opponent and submits him. Not very different here for Abstrakt Fist with the TKO victory or the knockout over Rabbit Hole.
By a knockout, Peter Payne.
Impressive win there for Abstrakt Fist. Was in a little bit of trouble, but he immediately recovered, and he ended this fight soon thereafter.
Big victory there for Abstrakt Fist, advancing in the tournament, make his record 30-30 all-time wins.
Look at the numbers here following this fight, and you could see Abstrakt Fist staying very active overall, landing 79 strikes, 43%, and a great effort there by Rabbit Hole. Put up a heck of a fight. Had Abstrakt Fist stunned, got him down on the ground, was trying to do a lot of damage there, but Abstrakt Fist was able to turn the tide, able to reverse it. He got on top on the ground and was able to end the fight very quickly after that.
That was Rabbit Hole's first live broadcast experience, too, so kudos to him. He's fighting a guy that's fought live 6 times prior.
They had a great showing, had Abstrakt Fist in trouble, but in the end, it was the master black belt able to come away with yet another victory. As we get set for our next fight, middleweight division, as we have Rob Suhad taking on Infamous.
Yeah, we were just talking about how impressive we had the numbers there for Abstrakt Fist, a master black belt. I was marveling over that. Well, Rob Suhad is here to one-up him. He's a master red belt in the game. You cannot get any higher than that.
And you're talking about a man with over 4,800 wins. He's taking on a master green belt.
Yeah, he's nearly 6,000 fights. That is impressive.
Oh, and a no-show here.
Oh, what? This is a terrible, terrible thing for Nemesis not to make the fight, but I guess the one thing we can say is, well, Rob Suhad is going to advance in the tournament.
And like we said, impressive numbers, a master red belt, a guy that, like we said, over 4,800 victories. But we're looking forward to this fight, seeing a master red belt taking on a master green belt. Unfortunately, something has happened with Nemesis, not able to be on the broadcast. So like you said, Dickerman, it will be Rob Suhad advancing here and rise to greatness.
We're going to try and redo that fight if possible. It's like you have to wait for the good things, right? This was going to be his first live broadcast experience, too. So hopefully we can set that fight up later on.
Instead, we'll go to our final fight of the broadcast here, light heavyweight division, as we will see Strutting taking on Monster.
And once again, Strutting, a brown belt master. He's got over 1,600 wins. He's taking on Monster, black belt himself. So this should be a nice little matchup here. First live broadcast experience for both guys.
And unfortunately, a problem here with, is that Monster that had the problem there?
Yeah, that was actually a problem with Strutting.
Excuse me, with Strutting.
And it may be an issue with some sort of connection problem. We may have to reconnect and try and put these 2 fights on again. You got to believe 2 fights not happening back to back. You got to think something went wrong with the network. We are dealing with a live broadcast here. If there was any ever question whether this was live or not, we are indeed live.
But the good thing is we can get guys back together and we can try to have these fights, and that's exactly what we'll do. We'll effort to get those coming up here so we do not miss out on those great fights. But we've already seen some incredible action here in the first fight of the night. We did see a Mr. NRG coming up with a knockout victory in the heavyweight division. Then the second fight, Rabbit Hole putting up a good effort, but it was Abstrakt Fist coming away with the W.
Yeah, great turn there for Abstrakt Fist to turn that fight around and get the victory in a very, very quick fashion. I want to see Rob Suhad, if we can put this together. This guy's from Austria, a master red belt. I know Preston is going to be pushing away at some keys over there, pushing buttons, setting up networks. We're going to try and put this together, so hopefully we can get that fight still to go tonight. And we still have more of the tournament to go, too.
Absolutely. Stick around. More fights.